And on those very soothing rainforest noises, I'd like to welcome you back once again to Doomed. Solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. My name is Scott Humphrey, as it always is, and I will be your host. Crosshair, what's the title I've given myself here? I like this Chaos Doggo, though. This is very nice, Crosshair. We will be continuing Ursula Downs through the Forgotten Age in Scenario 2, The Doom of Etzli. Now, it's not often that you have the title of the stream also in the title of the scenario that you're playing, but it does happen from time to time. This is one of those rare occasions where real life meets the game, kind of. Hello to the Crosshair, hello to Graspy Loot, hello Scott Humphrey and Scott Humphrey's chat. Hey! It's Jen, what's up? How did you get from your place to Liz's place so fast and still have the time to set up? I run really fast. When motivated, Jen, I can run real fast. I'd say I'm more of a long distance runner, but what's more accurate is I'm actually just not much of a runner at all. As always, of course, as we're continuing, I'm going to have music playing as well, so just let me... Gunner! What up? Let me know how the levels are for everybody as we continue. It's always very useful for me to know. There's nothing currently playing, but we will be jumping in shortly. Liz isn't here. She can't hear you. Unless she's in the chat, which is actually very possible. I don't know if that's the case. So, what Graspy Loot. Hey, Mongani too. Oh, hi, everyone's here. Fabulous. Graspy Loot, what motivates me is a sense of pride in the work that I make. What motivates me is a sense of fun in discovering new things, a sense of adventure. And yeah, the pride in knowing that a job was well done. Oh no. The Liz is coming from inside the house. But we're not inside the house tonight. We're in the jungles of Mexico, exploring the ruins of a lost city, Etzli. Now, we don't know much about said city, but I'm sure we'll... I am kidding, of course, Jen. Well, they're not here. Oh, there goes one. Right, exactly, Graspy Loot, exactly. A sense of pride in getting poor Ursula killed. Right, cool. The tentacle tokens are set. The Ursula is ready. So please enjoy tonight's production of the Holy Help. Please help me. I'm going to die. My name is Crosshair, the director. Mongani, I don't believe you've experienced this before. I'll just give you a really quick rundown of what's going on. We're going to be playing Arkham Horror, or maybe you were here last week, I don't know. But, quote, Doom. Give me all the Doom at once. Exactly, Navbot. Just, lay it all out. I lose right away. It's going to be great. Chris O'Hare, the director. We're playing Arkham Horror, the living card game, a game that I love but barely own and don't really play with people in person, but I love to play the game myself. Oh! Hello, Super Dylan. How you doing? Mysterious night off. Very exciting for you, I assume. Super Dylan will be producing a game of City of Mist, an RPG, starting next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune into that, but not tonight. It was originally tonight. Quick rundown here. We're playing solo through Arkham Horror, the card game. This is the fourth big campaign, The Forgotten Age, set, as I mentioned, in the jungles of Mexico. I am playing Ursula Downs, the explorer, and as I like to play her, the Indiana Jones of the campaign. What else do I gotta say here? Yeah. We're focusing on roleplay and storytelling, so I'm narrating the... Oh, what up? Very good, Super Dylan. That's actually really cool. I feel... It's not every day that I get into a mood where I'm like, yeah, let's put it away. Put stuff away. But when I do, that is satisfying. Muy satisfaisant. That was 2 different languages, guys. Okay. We're not focusing so much on the strategy, the decision-making, I'll probably talk about it because I like to talk that sort of thing out, but it's much more about the moment-to-moment story of the scenario as it develops based on the cards we draw and how we choose to play. My messes have messes. We just don't go in the West Wing anymore, do we, Crosshair? Make sure you have a drink for yourselves, of course, folks. I think I'll just figure out where we've left off, and we'll jump into Scenario 2, The Doom of Etzli. Here we are. Oh, that was fast. Wow. Let's put this music on here. And then we will... Yeah. I'll turn that up slightly for myself. Okay. So, just a reminder, we're playing Ursula Downs, the Explorer. She's so cool. So cool. Big fan. When she... Once per round, when you move, you can investigate for free. So that's sort of 2 actions at once, which is pretty sweet. She can't fight, but she can do pretty much everything else, which is okay. I'll talk about experience in a moment. I'll talk about supplies and such in a moment. This is the current map. There is 1 location, entryway. There's an exploration deck, agendas, acts. We'll look into this in a moment here. But enough about how messy my apartment is. Should I talk about XP and stuff? Nah, we should get into the actual scenario first. This is Scenario 2, The Doom of Etzli. Check the campaign log. If the investigators were forced to wait for supplies, we were not. If the investigators cleared a path to the Etzli ruins, we did. Somehow. It was wild. There were snakes everywhere. Skip to Intro 2. Friday, July 3rd, 1925. We spent most of yesterday moving our camp to the edge of the ruins. With the serpentine creatures still guarding the region, we've decided that a small party will have the best chance of slipping into the main temple unnoticed. I told Maria, the expedition's naturalist, to take one of the trucks and wait beyond the northern edge of the rainforest. Our cartographer, Jose, is guarding the camp until we return. Rip Jose, that's all I gotta say about that. Guarding the camp. Okay, Jose, we all saw those snake monsters, but you're gonna stay behind. Okay. We're on our own, but at least we've cleared an escape route in the event things go sour. Oh no, Ursula is in the ruins, and she'll be in dire danger with the snakes and the doom. I think I'll save that for a different campaign, Crosshair. Oh no, Ursula. My God. I can barely hear the music. That's pretty good. Setup. So to set up, we start in the entryway. We've made exploration tab. Ooh, don't you ever say the name of the king in Wello. Exploration deck. We're setting some stuff aside. Poison weaknesses, encounter deck. That's it. So there's actually not much to explain about the scenario in advance. I'll read the act and the agenda in a moment. I think I'll just recap kind of where we're at. Last scenario, we managed to get to the temple, so I earned some experience for that. I earned Iktaka's trust. Iktaka is sort of the leader of the indigenous peoples of this region, the Etzli people, we believe. Alejandro chose to remain at camp, and we got 0 tally marks under Yig's Fury. This is the father of serpents, and we don't want to piss him off. Oh, thanks, Crosshair. Yikes. Good. Okay, that's done, so let's start there again. As always, of course, let me know about sound levels and so on as we're going through here, folks. However, during the interlude, some stuff went awry. We didn't have a blanket, so we did not have restful sleep. We took a mental trauma. We lost our provisions. Well, we lost our provisions. We ate our provisions. We used our medicine to avoid getting ill. And then the shapes in the trees, the eyes in the dark terrified us so much that we suffered another mental trauma. Truly horrible. So we start with 2 horror, which can be healed with healing cards, which I don't have, but I plan on getting at some point. That was Restless Nights between the 2 scenarios. I earned 5 experience, which I spent on a couple of things. 2 copies of Pathfinder, which is a wonderful card for Ursula. It gives you a free move, basically every turn. Free. It's a free trigger to move if you can put the card down into play and use it. So then In theory, that gives her even more actions per turn. In theory. I also... the reason that Ursula has become a Pathfinder is because she spent her time, getting to the ruins, returning to camp, that fitful night of sleep that she got. She used it to study. So she has become studious as well. Studious is a permanent card, so it just starts in play. It says you begin each game with 1 additional card in your opening hand. Straight up. So you, instead of drawing 5 to start, you draw 6, and you can mulligan up to 6 and redraw, which is just great. Like, it just means that you're more likely to get the tools that you need. Okay. Oh, and of course our supplies. Supplies. Yes, Crosshair. So Crosshair, I just want to point this out. There's a lot of, just for your own edification and not for any other reason, there are a lot of cards that have upgraded versions. So you take the level 0 version. You take the level 0 version out of your deck and put like the new one in. But you have a you have a specific deck size. So every time you add a card with experience, you have to remove another card, unless they are permanents, which means that you could, in theory, just buy permanents. Now, a lot of permanents are things like, you can have 2 allies, so then that doesn't really help you unless you already have allies. But also, some of the cards are just like +1 skill, spend some money and get +X whatever. Like, you actually, you very much, and I'm now I'm going to start thinking for you on your behalf and out of my own curiosity, what would be the best character to take as many permanents as possible. That would be really fun. Like the most useful ones, Okay. Okay, game starts, and I just put all my cards down. So, okay, great. Yes, we had a provisions. We ate it. We had a medicine. We used it. So now we still have a compass, which can guide us when we're hopelessly lost, which is always. We have torches, which can light up dark areas, which is always. And we have chalk, just to like write on some stone surfaces, I guess. Seems useful, actually. I feel like. Okay, the Doom of Etzli. Let's read our agenda and our act, and then we will get doomed. Agenda 1A. Something stirs. Despite... Chalk that one up. Can I get more light in here? Is that better? That's a bit better, hey? Yeah. Despite Iktaka's warnings, you've entered the ruins of the temple in search of ancient knowledge and artifacts. Straight up, that is absolutely what we've done. We've gone in to search and plunder. I mean, not plunder. Ursula's not a tomb robber. Raider? Like a corpse raider. Like a tomb raider. But she does want to see if there's any sweet-ass artifacts that she can find. This agenda gets +1 Doom threshold per investigator, so it's actually 7. However, it says when it advances, don't remove Doom from locations, which seems really bad. Act 1A, Into the Ruins. After your hellish journey through the jungle, the quiet solitude of the temple ruins sows paranoia in your mind. Serpent eyes glare at you from the darkness. Every drop of water and fallen pebble causes you to whirl about in search of danger. But the real danger is yet to come. Oh, shit! I cannot believe that the game is trolling me. Okay. I need 3 clues to advance. 3 per investigator. And it just says explore. I can spend an action to explore, draw the top card of the exploration deck. This is like last time. Normally all the locations are in play from the beginning. You just don't know what they are until you move there. In this case, you now have to spend an action to explore and discover a location unless you hit a shitty treachery instead. It's just extra... It's just pain with extra steps. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's draw our opening hand. Let's get doomed. Ursula draws 6 cards to begin. I will be tossing a lot of these back. That's a weakness, so I can put that away. Wow. So not always, but often, strategy-wise, you want assets in your opening hand, things that you want to actually play out so that they have the most value, right? If you draw a card, but it's near the end of the scenario, and you don't get as much value out of it, right? This is a hand without a single asset in it. So, Am I going to mulligan the whole thing? Am I going to mulligan the whole thing? I like Unearth the Ancients. I think I'm going to mulligan everything else. Yeah. Isn't that wild? What a wild beginning. No, I'm going to go full 6. Look at this. Boom! I've never done that before. So now I get to draw 6 new cards. Whee! That actually turned out pretty well. Okay. Let's have a look at the entryway. As Ursula stands with the... Oh! Yeah, of course, Jan, no problem. This is, Oh, Crosshair, yes, of course. Studious says you begin each game with 1 additional card in your opening hand. Straight up. So 6 instead of 5. You can be doubly studious as well, and then 7. It's very good. Jan, sort of a good news, bad news situation. This is a mod for Tabletop Simulator, the Steam game, which you can play board games with friends. I choose to only play alone. This is a mod called Arkham Horror Super Complete Edition. The bad news is that it is defunct. It no longer exists. Unfortunately, not Fantasy Flight Games? No, Asmodee kind of forced its takedown. It's using assets from the game, which is, a thing that you have to buy and stuff. Like, I understand. It was just they decided to do that takedown during the lockdown when people were only playing online. Feels a bit shitty. That's just like my opinion, though, man. Anyway, yes, but do have a look. Lots of people are using it. All of my Doom streams, which are available on my YouTube channel, use this mod for now. Eventually, some of the newer scenarios are not available here, and I'll be switching over to a different platform. The entryway. The sun sets over the temple ruins, bathing the stone in warm light. The sounds of the rainforest are distant by the time you cross underneath the painted entryway. Inside, the halls are plunged into darkness. Now, thankfully, we have torches, so I feel like that's going to be very useful. Yes, Crosshair, that's a really good point. Because the mod is essentially just a download, I downloaded it when it was still available, so it's still on my computer, and could theoretically, therefore, I guess... Yeah, darkness, darling. Hello, Pokujutsu. Welcome to Doomed. Let's have a look at the temple. Oh, this is a 2-shroud, 1-clue location. Many hundreds of years ago, this temple might have been a bastion of beauty and reverence in this perilous jungle. I can resign from here, so I can just peace. I can also use an action to check my supplies if I have torches.
Subscriber.
Hey!
Thank you.
Thank you, Gunner. That's very sweet. I hope you enjoyed your little jingle. Thank you very much for the subscription. I, of course, really appreciate being able to get support and love for the things that I like to do. Squeezes nether regions. Ugh. If you have torches, look at the top 2 cards of the exploration deck. Discard, each treachery looked at. And shuffle. Oh, we can get rid of treacheries, which seems really good. Okay, Ursula's standing with her back to the outdoors. The oppressive humidity and heat of the jungle is beginning to fade as the sun is setting. Inside the temple, it's musty, it's dark, but there's something pulsing there. Something that feels very much alive. However, Ursula has studied, and while, she's not exactly a PhD or anything, she definitely has enough understanding of how these temples are arranged to know to be cautious, to know to leave markings for herself, and she knows that she needs to be very aware of possible traps left behind. Quote Nether. Okay. First action. I'm really excited about this. Okay. Action 1. I'm going to take out my Hawkeye folding camera. Ursula snaps some photos in the jungle of the horrible snake beasts. she once again is going to make sure that she has her camera ready to document any findings that she might not be able to return to Arkham, if you catch my drift. And I'm also going to take 2 resources and an action to play, Dream Diary. Ursula has been taking careful note of her dreams for years now, just, something that she does, as someone who has very vivid dreams. As she has come to the jungles of Mexico and nearer and nearer to the ruins of Etzli, she's found her dreams have become stranger, filled with blood, flashing skies, strange creatures. She doesn't know what to make of it. This is an item in a tome, and it's a charm. It says, action, search your bonded cards for Essence of the Dream and add it to your hand. Okay, well, I'm going to do that for my last action. Yeet! So I have the Essence of the Dream. Look at that art. Beauty. This is a 2 wild icon skill. It says, when it would enter your discard pile or be shuffled into your deck, instead, throw it back out of play. Jen, I don't think so. Unfortunately. I am going to... Ooh, what's a good one that I actually know for sure? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Sorry, I know there's a quote that has to do with bumps. Oh, ding-a-lings. Oh, gosh. Yeah, sorry, Jen. But, exclamation mark quote will, of course, pull up a random one, and if you know the number of the one that you wish to dial, please enter it now. Beep, boop, beep. Okay. Essence of the Dream. Ursula has a momentary flash of the dream that she had just last night, in fact. And she realizes that the dreams must be getting stronger because she is approaching this place. This temple doesn't seem to be in the center of anything, and yet it seems to be the sort of magnetic north of her own psyche. It's drawing her here. She's not sure why yet. I'm going crazy, I think. Great. Okay, so that's 3 actions. Oh, I should read what Dream Diary says. Dream Diary says, after you succeed by 3 or more during a skill test to which Essence of the Dream is committed, record in your campaign log that you have interpreted the dreams. Kung Fu Fenris, how you doing? Max, no, get out of there. Come on, come on. We have a little panther here, which seems very appropriate. Max, come on. Come see this dream. Panther. Panther man. Nothing. Literally nothing. Max. No. Not down there. He's trying to get into the green screen. That feels like a bad move. Hey, buddy. Come here. Off. Crosshair will want to see this guy. Max. Panther man. Oh, no. My green screen is coming apart. Oh, no. I just don't think you should go in there, buddy. Yeah, exactly, Crosshair. That is... Once you have interpreted the dreams, things may happen. I'm not sure yet. Mwah. Did you just boop the mic? Here, go over there or something. Oof. Please don't. Oh, hang on, we might have to go to a little BRB here. Max, don't. Come on. Ah, fuck. Anyway. Oh, hi. Oh. Hello, Super Dylan. Again, I mean, playing around with Tabletop Simulator. Oh, cool. I like that. Max, get out of here. God, you're gonna ruin the stream. I haven't done anything yet this game. That's really fun, Super Dylan. Do you have games in mind? I feel like there's so many mods. They just added One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which feels like it would be a lot of fun in TTS. Okay. Yes. Crosshair is correct, by the way. You can commit Essence to the Dream to a test that then fucking crashes and burns. Because fuck you. Okay. So Ursula's got her tools that she thinks she's going to need. A camera and her dreams. Awesome work, Ursula. There are no enemies, so I'll move into the Upkeep Phase where I will draw a card, take a resource. That's the other Dream Diary. Okay, cool. And we're moving into the Mythos Phase. The Mythos Phase, we put a Doom on the agenda out of 7. Oh, nice. Ooh, cool. Sorry, I've heard of Mordheim. I haven't actually played because I'm kind of like the worst person for that sort of thing. Exactly, Jan. Yet. Really fun, Super Dylan. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we're gonna draw our first encounter card of the game. Yeah, wish me luck, I guess. So we're just standing in the temple entryway. What's here? Some sort of horrible enemy, probably, hey? Yep! Oh. See you later. So this is the serpent from Yoth. Holy shit, slithering out of the darkness. It has the body of a human. It's pretty bad. It has the body of a human. It has the face of a snake. It's holding an old spear, and it is hissing. Nothing in this temple wants Ursula to proceed any further. She steps back and is unsure what to do. This Serpent from Yoth is a 3/5/3. So it has 3 combat and 3 evade, but 5 health. That's a lot of health, unless you're a fighter. It still is a lot of health. While there are vengeance points in the victory display, Serpent from Yoth gains different keywords. So, like, right now, he's just a beefcake. But if you had hurt other snakes and accumulated some of the vengeance of Daddy Yig, it would gain Retaliate, Hunter, or Take Less Damage. Now, I don't have any, but womp womp, DJ. Okay, so it's just sitting there. Woof. Okay, well, I have to evade it. Then I want to try to get this clue, and then I want to get the F out of here. I just feel like I won't be able to evade it multiple times, which is the worst part of this. So yeah, so the plan is... Yeah, exactly, Crosshair. Woof. And Vengeance point... So yeah, Kung Fu Fenris makes a good point. You can, of course, play a fighter through the Forgotten Age. You can take big guns, big boom booms. Of course you can. It's perhaps not recommended because then the Father of Serpents will be very angry at you. Now, maybe you don't give a hoot about the Father of Serpents, and you just want to blow everything up. You could do that. Ursula's not going to. Okay. I haven't pulled a token yet this game, Crosshair, so just for that. Okay, I feel like what I want to do, evade, investigate, and then either explore and get out of here, or just see if I can knock off a few, use my torches to try to get rid of some of the treacheries. Fucking enemy turn 1. Oh, okay. First action, we have to evade, so I'm going to toss in my Pathfinder to evade. Ursula obviously sees this thing slithering out of the darkness. She's going to try to use her torches to hold it at bay, waving the light around in its face. She's going to see if she can kind of blind it momentarily before dashing off into the darkness to see what else she can find. So I'm going in 5 to 3. Excellent. Okay, cool. That's a -1, so that's evaded. So the Serpent from Yoth kind of hisses and howls as it backs off down one of the paths in the cave. Second action, we're going to commit a whole bunch of shit and try to get this clue. Because I really want to do a little Essence of the Dream action. So, as the serpent creature disappears, Ursula's team breathes a sigh of relief, but she knows that this temple simply does not want her there. She takes her torch and progresses off into the darkness, looking along the walls for any signs of writing, perhaps something, any sort of indication of which way might lead further into the temple and which way might lead to their doom. I have 4 intellect, so I'm going to commit Perception, which is +2. I'm also going to commit Essence of the Dream for another +2, so that's 8 to 2. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. So, okay. A lot of stuff's going to happen here. Shining the torch on the wall, Ursula almost misses a pictogram on the wall. It's relatively small, but as she gets closer, she realizes the simple figure drawn on the wall actually contains within it minute carvings. strange creatures, lights in the sky, snakes. And as she looks at it more and more thoroughly, she realizes it's a microcosm of her dream. Somehow, the temple has been calling to her this whole time. So, I'm going to record in my campaign log that I have interpreted the dreams. It says, interpreted the dreams, but like, Ursula has interpreted the dreams, so that's good. That feels good to me, yeah. We're gonna get the clue from this location, which is good, which charges up the Hawkeye, so she's gonna take a photo of it, trying not to disturb it too much. We also draw a card from Perception. Great. Okay, cool. And I think that's all the triggers that happen. Last action. I mean, ideally, I'd get the F out of here, right? I could... Ursula could spend some time using the torches to see which path would be safest, right? Discarding treacheries. Or just try to explore and hope to get lucky. If it's a treachery, then I have to draw it. If I discard some, that would be even better. But you know what? I have to get out of here because this guy, he's just gonna, for now, he's just gonna sit here. So if I can get out of here, that's even better. Okay. Oh God. Although it's only connected to 2 locations. No, you know what? No. Ursula has to get out of here. There's no other way to do this. So we're going to explore last action. And I'm going to regret doing this immediately, I'm sure. So last action we're going to explore. I'm looking for either the red square or the purple star. Nope, that's a treachery immediately. Cool. Cool. This is Ill Omen. As she progresses off down a hall, they turn a corner. Ursula and her team immediately run into a dead end. A skeleton hangs on a wall. It's covered in the remains of maybe conquistador armor. Oh, this is a peril. Peril is a keyword that means I can't talk about it with you guys. I'm really sorry. Choose a location where there is at least one investigator. Place a doom on it. Each investigator takes a horror. Fuck, that sucks. Oh my God, it's horrible. There's a doom there. Oh my God, it's on the entryway. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Gunner. Gunner. You always know how to make me happy. Okay, well. Yep. In the enemy phase, nothing happens, but in the upkeep phase, a rattling, hissing noise sounds from down the hall, and Ursula sees this creature once again barreling towards her. Oh, you! And then I get to draw a card and gain a resource. Oh my God! Okay, this is a weakness. It's overzealous. Crosshair. I haven't pulled a tentacle yet, but I think this is probably the unluckiest I have been at the beginning of a scenario. Ever. Well, maybe not ever. Oh, God, maybe not ever. Pulling the toughest enemy in the encounter deck first, and then pulling overzealous. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, okay, so... Ursula sees the beast coming towards her. She grins her cocky grin, takes her torch, looks left and right, and she says, come on, comrades, we can take this beast. She takes out her small knife and advances on it, hoping to frighten it to death. Overzealous is a basic It's true, Crosshair. Overzealous is a basic weakness that says draw the top card of the encounter deck, and it gains Surge. So I'm going to draw 2, and we're going to see what happens to Ursula. Honestly, DJ, I think I get to play it again. What's going to happen down the hall? I'm just going to look at it. Snake Scourge! Treat each of your non-weakness item assets as if its text box were blank. At the end of the round, discard Snake Scourge. Okay. So, I assume Snake Scourge is like a bunch of Crosshair, good question. It says draw the top card of the encounter deck. The top card of the encounter deck has something on it that says Revelation, so I have to do that. Then it says it gains Surge. So once I've resolved it, then I draw the next one. It's fucking filthy, pardon my French. Hissing from holes in the wall. A horrible, overwhelming noise as creatures begin to swarm around her feet. Now, thankfully, it doesn't actually do very much. It makes my Hawkeye and my Dream Diary blank. But they're not doing very much for me right now. So at least there's that. And, of course, it's Serpent's Call. You must either... Holy shit. You must either poison yourself or draw the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Oh. Yeah, Kung Fu Fenris, I do not disagree. Holy shit, I don't want to be... I really don't want to be poisoned. Oh, fuck. Well, they might... I was going to say, they might both, like, you know, fizzle or whatever. They're not both going to fizzle. That's the problem here. They're not both going to fizzle. Fuck. Okay, I'm doing it. Oh, the Serpent's Call. There's... Oh, my God. It's true, Kung Fu Fenris. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to die in this scenario. Next time on Doomed, I'm going to come back with a new investigator that has a really big gun. We're going to play that game, okay? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to draw the top 2 cards of the encounter deck with Serpent's Call. And again, I'm just going to put them here so that I know that they're coming. Fuck me. Deep Dark. As the serpents hiss and coil around Ursula's feet, she's starting to feel a little nervous about this. And then the voice erupts from the creature in front of her. Be gone. And suddenly, all their lights go out. Put Deep Dark into play next to the agenda. No more than 1 clue may be discovered from each location by each investigator. At the end of the round, discard it. Honestly, not the worst. Could be a lot worse. But the lights are out, so that's bad. And another copy of Deep Dark. Okay. All right. Okay. Deep Dark. They say the same thing, right? Oh, damn, Kung Fu Fenris. I didn't know that. It must be weird. I'm sorry. Are they plucky and awesome? Are they foolhardy to the point of getting themselves killed? Don't answer that. Oh my god. Okay, discard 1 copy. So basically it's going to take a few rounds for the darkness to be lifted. So that was my upkeep phase. Exactly, Crosshair. Like, I have a card here that says deduction. If it's successful, get 2 clues instead of 1 clue. She's actually a museum curator. Holy shitballs, Kung Fu Fenris. I don't mean to be weird about it, but, like, are you sure that I'm not somehow reading into your life and drawing from it for this game? Okay. In the Mythos phase, Ursula, oh, hang on. At the end of the round. So that was the end of the round, so I'm going to discard a copy of... Yeah, I'm going to discard Snake Scourge, and I'm going to discard Deep Dark. As quickly as the snakes have come, they are gone. Now that the lights are out, they seem to retreat. Ursula knows that the beast is still here in the corridor with her. Oh, Restorer. Well, that's even better, actually. Restorator, sorry. Yeah, well, thank you, Crosshair. At the end of the round, discard 1 copy. Max once per round. So, this one I gotta wait. The lights ain't going back on just yet. Oh, Roger. I see she was in charge of Potato Jesus. Indy would hate this. I'm with you, Kung Fu Fenris. Kung Fu Fenris. I hate this. So in the Mythos phase, I added Doom, which I just did, right? Yep, it's only been 2 rounds. And I'm going to draw an encounter card. Curse of Yig. Put Curse of Yig into play in your threat area. You have -1 combat, so now I have 0, -1 health, and I gained the Serpent trait. Okay, so I'm now part Serpent, I guess. Test Willpower 2. It gets +1 difficulty for each Vengeance point. If you succeed, discard it. Honestly, The -1 health sucks. The -1 combat is not ideal either. Let's put the shit back to the beginning. And snake person. But I'm not poisoned. That's really the takeaway here, in my opinion. Oh my god. Okay. It's not that bad. I mean, gators. I love that they call them gators. That's like my favorite thing in the world. I know they are investigators, but like I think that's really funny. -1 health sucks. The creature's call knocked out all of their lights. Correct, Crosshair. That is actually true. I do not know what to do with that. Oh god. Ursula reaches down to try to grab a match or something, and she brushes against something scaly and slimy and whips her hand away until she realizes that the thing she was moving her hand away from was her own arm. Puts her hand back, and it seems to be gone. Oh, I see. Okay. Kung Fu Fenris, I understand. I mean, that's pretty cool, though, Kung Fu Fenris. Like, you know, the multiple partners thing. I think to each their own. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Fuck. Okay. Well, look, Overzealous is out of the deck. I guess that's good. What a shit start. I've pulled 5 encounter cards, right? 1, 2. No, I've pulled way more than that. 3, 4, 5. Fuck me. Oh, one of those came from the exploration deck. Yikes, that's 7? Oh my god. Okay. Action 1. Ursula has to get the fuck out of here. Yep. Poisonous to venomous. Yo, this is bad. Okay, so we're going to evade the Serpent from Yoth. 3 times if I have to. And then we're going to get the hell out of here. Yeah. First action, we're going to evade. 4 minus 5 is -1. It's 0. We're going to evade again. Skull? -3 if there's doom on your location. Okay. This is actually going to be the end of the game, honestly. Like, I can't... Oh, fuck. I can't fight. I can't do anything. Evade? Nope. Fuck me. In the enemy phase, the snake person leaps on Ursula and stabs her through the arm. She takes 1 damage and 2 horror. In Upkeep, we draw we ready the Serpent from Yoth. We draw a card and gain a resource. Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. Holy shit. And we discard Deep Dark. We go to 3 of... I know! How horrible. We draw an encounter card. I'm not even going to narrate this. This is just... Ill Omen! Oh, it's the same skeleton! The same skeleton falls on Ursula. I have to place a doom on the location, and I have to take a horror. Why didn't I play my ally? Oh my god. Okay. Investigation phase. The same skeleton falls on Ursula. We're gonna evade thrice. I cannot take an action to get my essence of the dream back or anything. Action 1, evade. Nope. Action 2. Sorry, I have 4 versus the 3 of the serpent. Excellent. Okay, evaded. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, my God. So the problem with this... If I put down Will, I can at least survive a hit. Gunner, I gotta tell you, I love this game, but the fact that I've just walked in and, like, basically died is horrible. Okay, I have 2 options here. Ursula can either get her, your friend and mine, Dr. William T. Mallison, who's working on something big, and I'm sure hoping that something big is a gun. It isn't, unfortunately. That will buy me 1 hit from this beast. Or I could explore. If I explore, I have a 2 in 9 chance. It's actually more than that. There's 4 cards in here that would stop me, so it's actually a 5 out of 9 chance of drawing a card that's connected. I have to try to get out of here, right? It's not going to move. I have to try to get out of here. Yeah, no, yeah, that's it. So last action, I have to explore. Oh my god, I know. It's just, hey, Mistrich, you're about to watch the end of the stream, so, I'm looking for the red square or the thing. Oh my god, it's the red square. Okay, we're gonna put that bad boy right here, and we're gonna yeet ourselves over to it. I actually don't believe that just happened. Okay. Ursula tears down a hall. She's got her hand out in front of her and her darkened torch in front of that, so at least if she runs into a wall, hopefully she can use that to stop herself. She's trying to also drag something along the ground in front of her just to see if there's a pit, but she is just charging. A hall of crumbling stone looms before you, daring you to venture deeper into the ruins. At the end of the round, flip one of the clues on Ancient Hall to its doom side. Any investigator may spend 3 resources to cancel this effect. However... Oh, hey, no, that's cool, Mistrich. If you... Look, apparently it was a big chatty session, so I hope you enjoyed watching. And keep watching it, because it's a good thing. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get both of the clues off this location in one fell swoop. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I have 4 intellect. I'm going to commit deduction. We're going to see what we can deduce from this location. And I am going to commit Unearth the Ancients to be 7. 0. Okay. Big success. So I get both clues off this location. And then I'm going to crack the case and gain 3 resources. What does this mean? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. Yes, exactly, Crosshair. That was my free investigation. Oh, which I'm taking, because I spent 2 actions evading, and then I, explored, moved for free, investigated for free. Ursula tears off down the hall and finds herself following light pouring in from a skylight until she finds herself in a hallway, but not a tunnel. This is an open, airy, vaulted space that leads deeper into the ruins. Ancient Hall. She pauses and looks back and notices that everybody is still with her, for now. And, I'm gonna die. Sorry, I just realized, I have 1 sanity left, so I'm just gonna die. I have to play Will Malison for sure. Looking thoroughly around the room, Ursula finds exactly. Ursula finds another small pictogram on the wall. Coming down next to it, she examines it and once again finds that it is actually full of smaller, intricate carvings. And upon looking even closer, she realizes that it seems to be almost a mirror image of the one in the original hall. From here, it's all coming together. If the entrance hall and this ancient hall both lead deeper into the temple, but have mirrored images on them, perhaps they are all centered around one, large central chamber. We've cracked the case. Crosshair, I don't like it, and I won't have it. Oh, Hawkeye also charges up. Yes, she snaps another photo. +1 book. Oh, and if I get another evidence, I'll have +1 sanity. Probably won't help me in the sense that I'm gonna die before that happens. Okay. So, okay, the Serpent from Yoth is readied. He's standing guard at the entrance, aka the exit. I can assume that that's probably going to be the only way out. Really bad news. Okay. Draw a card, take a resource. It's Fieldwork. Fieldwork is a great card. Oh my god. Okay. We move to the Mythos Phase, the one that will kill us. I go to 4 out of 7 Doom, but there's also 2 on the board. So in fact, actually it's 6 out of 7. This says 6, but then it also says +1. So 6 out of 7. So my encounter card is the following. Take a direct horror. You may not cancel this effect. Lost in Time. Shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck. If no asset is shuffled, choose and discard 3 cards of your hand. Dream Diary is going back in. Whoop. Lost in Time. Turning around in this ancestral ancient hall, suddenly there is a face swimming up through the darkness behind her team. She tries to go towards the person, but she can't quite make them out. They seem to be calling to her from very far away. Their dress is different. Another figure in another wall has dress even stranger, something that Ursula can't recognize, fabrics that don't make any sense. They're too shiny. Once she reaches out towards the walls and touches them, it's nothing but solid stone. And she realizes all memories of her dreams have disappeared. Now, thankfully, she already interpreted her dreams, so that shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Investigation. Oh. Thanks, Kung Fu Fenris. I love it too. First action, William T. Mallison. Get over here, you dummy. Come on, you. Fuck. Okay. So, Will Mallison will allow me to... Oh, place a clue to cancel a card. You didn't like your own way of playing, Crosshair? Is that what you're saying? So Mallison is now there. He's managed to somehow avoid getting shanked to death by that beast in the entry hall. So we have Will out. I think I'm also going to play Fieldwork, which is a good card. We have the ability to... Crosshair. And last action, probably despite my... I could play another Dream Diary. No, it's fine. Last action we're going to explore from here. It's connected to 3 different locations, so... Oh, okay. Hey, Kung Fu Fenris. Knowing that she has her ally at her back and her experience in the field to rely upon. I guess I could also try to get rid of Curse of Yig, but I don't think it really matters, TBH. Except that I'm a serpent, which might matter, I'm not sure. I think we're going to try to explore out of here, and then we can hit Fieldwork to try to get another clue or whatever, something. Let's explore. And hopefully not hit a really debilitating treachery. Oh, that looks good. This is the Grand Chamber. Well, that looks really good. Is it connected to the... I think it's connected to the entrance hall as well. Yeah. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Ursula had cracked the case and immediately, deduced that there must be a larger, grander, sort of central chamber around which the structure has been built. Well, they didn't hide this one. The ornate dais in the center of this chamber is covered in detailed, hand-carved hieroglyphics. A site for ancient gatherings or rituals, perhaps? Okay. I get to move there, and I get to investigate freely. When you investigate it and do not succeed by at least 2, flip one of the clues. Before resolving any other effects, flip the clue to its doom side. Fun fact, which is not the same in this game, the models here for the clues are the same on both sides. When you get the... Oh, good point, Crosshair. I could not investigate. Oh, but I have Fieldwork, so I think I'm actually going to do it. When you get the tokens out of the box, there's little resource tokens, little health tokens, little damage tokens, little brains for horror. But the clue and doom tokens are actually the same. So it's a clue on one side, but a doom on the other. So when this card says flip it, there's currently a clue on it, it will flip and become a doom if I don't succeed by at least 2. I do want to investigate. Yeah, exactly, Crosshair, exactly. I'm going to advance anyway, right? So I may as well go hard here and see what I can do. I have 4 intellect, 5 with the camera, 7 because of field work. We're going to investigate here. 7 to 2. Ursula looks up the slope of the grand chamber, up onto the dais. There's hieroglyphs. There's something up there. She's going to step gingerly up to the top of the dais in the grand chamber. Let's see if she finds anything. Shall we? -1. Big success. Oh, great question. Great dais. Great question, Crosshair. Sometimes the act will say forced. You must spend your clues in advance, and sometimes it doesn't. This has a clue threshold of 3. I can choose to advance the act when I desire. I'll tell you exactly why I'm thinking this, Crosshair. I'm going to take this clue. I'm going to charge up the camera, which gives me +1 sanity. Mofo! Now I got 2. 2 whole sanity left. Snapping a photo at the top of the dais. It becomes clear to Ursula that the top of this... that this chamber was not used for sacrifice, at least originally. There's no markings to sort of indicate that. Well, it's true. Oh, yeah. Oh, Malison's biting the dust today. It's not clear exactly what sort of rituals were performed in this chamber, but it's clear that they were important. The chamber is large and ornate, and Ursula is beginning to understand that this must be the centerpiece, at least on the surface of this temple. What was done here, she asks them, and she goes back to examine the hieroglyphs some more. Crosshair, to address your mechanical question, the reason I have not advanced yet, I would have to spend 3 clues, right? Which I had. Malison has an ability that says, when you draw an encounter card, place a clue on your location, cancel that drawing of the card, shuffle it back in, and draw again. Now, obviously, shuffle it back in and draw again sucks balls, but if I draw something that I can't deal with, like an enemy, I can chuck, now that I have a spare clue, I can chuck it and still advance. That's kind of my thought. I don't spend the clue, it goes back to my location, but that's my thought. Okay, I still have the Curse of Yig. Shit is getting real, man. There's no vengeance, so the thing in the entry hallway is just going to stay there, which is okay. We're going to ready fieldwork. We're going to draw a card and gain a resource. That's manual dexterity. Yeah, I ain't just whistling Dixie here, Crosshair. What I mean is, like, I've played before. Clearly not that much, though. While there is no okay. I have to place a doom on the agenda. This brings me to 5, 6, 7 doom of 7. Normally, you would clear all doom in play. However, this agenda says, don't remove doom from locations. So I'm going to remove that doom at least and flip this. Agenda 1B, the ruins awaken. Fuck. Just then, a sound thrums in the walls of the temple, a dull humming, similar to that of a generator. Grooves in the walls and the ceiling flicker and start to glow. It is as though the temple is alive, and it senses your presence. The strange statues and carvings you've seen, coupled with the dim glow and the power coursing through the walls, makes it clear that this temple isn't Aztec in origin. In fact, it appears to be from an even older, more ancient civilization altogether. You feel as though you are an intruder in a world you cannot begin to understand. Confirming your worst fears, a loud hiss and rattling echoes throughout the temple. Whatever you just woke up, it's not happy to see you. Spawn the set-aside Harbinger of Volusia at the location with the most doom. Well, that's the entryway. A good spot for it. Exactly, Crosshair. Let's have a look, shall we? The Harbinger of Volusia appears to be some sort of princess or royal guard. It is a unique enemy. It has 3 combat and 3 evade, and it also has 10 health per investigator. Now, there's only 1 of me. You'll notice it also says Vengeance 5. So if you kill it, that's 5 tally marks for Yig's Fury. The Father of Serpents is not going to be happy if you take out the Harbinger of Volusia. It has Alert, Hunter, and Retaliate as keywords. So if you fight or evade it, but you fail, you get fucked. It's coming for you. Harbinger of Volusia can retaliate while exhausted. So if I evade it, I can't then punch it for free. Not that I would be able to anyway. Forced. So this is interesting. After the Harbinger of Volusia is successfully attacked or evaded, place a resource on it. Then, if there are 2 resources per investigator, it vanishes with a sinister hiss. It keeps all damage tokens. And then it disappears. So if I can evade this beast twice, it goes away. Or fight it twice, I guess, but I'm not going to be doing that. Okay. Okay. It's that is coming for me. Agenda 2A, the Temple Warden. The serpent creature emerges from the shadows with terrifying speed. It is bedecked in gilded feathers. Crosshair, you're gonna play an investigator through this campaign one day that has a big gun, and we are just gonna rack up all of the vengeance. We're gonna be like, fucking just rack it up, kill all the snakes, blow them up, whatever. It is bedecked in gilded feathers and wields a golden spear, the blade tip unravaged by time. The rattle at the end of the creature's tail produces a tremendous noise as the creature hunts you throughout the ruins. This agenda gets +1 doom per investigator, so it has 13. However, I am starting at 2 of 13, but that's still quite a few rounds. I think I'm going to be spending some clues shortly, because I got to do something. Oh, exterminate. Yeah, Crosshair, I really want to find a cool investigator for you to play here. Okay. So it's a hunter, so I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to have to get out of here at some point. Eat a couple treacheries, probably. I can't take a hit from it. Malison's going to have to eat it for me. Draw an encounter card. Lost in Time. Shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck, moving all damage and horror from it to your investigator. If no asset is shuffled into your deck... No, sorry, I have to. So, in this grand chamber, the hissing sounds, the electrical grid of some kind, the energy is firing up through the walls. It's lighting up the space with this dim blue glow. In the dais, Ursula once again sees these faces from the past, the future, calling and reaching out to her. One of them seems to be reaching out of the dais. She reaches for them and grasps their hand. Field work I'm going to put back in my deck. But again, there's nothing there. She simply vanishes. Investigation phase begins. Let's spend 3 clues. Whoa, what did I do? Let's spend our 3 clues. We're going to advance the act. Ursula's got enough information now to figure out something. I would argue, Crosshair, that would be doomed tip number 3 or something. Let's spend 3 clues in advance. Act 1B, Hidden Corridors. The ruins are far more vast than even Alejandro had anticipated. Carvings in the walls and hieroglyphs etched into stone altars suggest the existence of a central chamber underground, directly under this giant chamber that we're in right now, probably. Perhaps a hidden passageway will show you the way to this chamber, the very heart of the temple ruins. Shuffle the set-aside Chamber of Time into the exploration deck. Chamber of Time. Whoops, flip that shit over, baby. Woo, it's in there. Okay. As you pass the strange glyphs in the walls, the ruins groan and creak in protest, and the carvings glow ominously. Years of deterioration have faded the pattern of these glyphs, and their surrounding stones seep with a viscous pus. Ugh. If only you had some way to restore them. Check your supplies. If any investigator has chalk, remove this act from the game. Otherwise, put it in the victory display and it gains Vengeance 1. Peace out, Super Dylan. It is so cool to see you on stream. I always really enjoy watching your streams as well. Have a great one. Looking forward to City of Mist in the future, / whatever your next awesome thing is. And on Super Dylan's exit, I'm going to say chalk. We have chalk. So I'm going to remove this from the game, and I don't have to take a vengeance thing. Thank you very much, Super Dylan. I really appreciate it. May I call you Dilly? Just kidding. Thank you very much. What a... Oh, man, thank you. Act 2A. Magic and Science. Whatever is inside the central chamber must be very important. Much care was taken to obscure its location. Explore. Draw the top card. If it's connecting, you can put a move to it. Only investigators in the Temple of Time. Everyone played Zelda Ocarina of Time? Only investigators in the Chamber of Time may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. DJ, I love Corgos. Thank you. Oh, Corgis. Thanks, DJ. I appreciate it. Everyone's support is so lovely. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Like, everyone being here and enjoying themselves, enjoying the stream, doing the thing. I just like, really appreciate that. Just making sure I don't have anything that I've missed here. No. Bon. Okay, I have to find the Chamber of Time. And I have to spend 2 clues while I'm there. Now I have 1, so it means I need another clue somewhere. Okay. Well, wait, did I draw an encounter card? Yes, it was Lost in Time, right? Okay, well, it's pretty straightforward, right? We have to get the fuck out of the Grand Chamber. Because the Harbinger's coming! He does 2 damage and 2 horror. Which means he's just gonna gobble up your friend and mine, Dr. William T. Mallison. Yeah, holy shit. Okay. This is so bad. Okay. So I could, like, draw cards and stuff, but I feel like I should just eat a bunch of treacheries and try to get the F out of here. I could play the Dream Diary to get essence back. I don't think it really matters, though. That seems like a waste. I should just keep moving. Yeah, I should just keep moving. Action 1 we're going to explore. I'm looking for the blue triangle. As a reminder, explorations, which are only in this campaign, it's not a usual mechanic. You draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a matching location, you go there. If it's not, you just set it aside and keep drawing until you hit a matching or a treachery. So obviously I'm going to hit a treachery, but I'm hoping to get lucky here. That's a treachery. This is Crypt Chill. As Ursula starts to run from the sounds of the approaching creature. A wave of cold creeps up her legs, freezing her in place. It's not a regular wave of cold. It doesn't seem to be emanating from anywhere. The air itself just seems to be getting heavy and pulling her down. Crypt Chill, test Will 4. If you fail, choose and discard an asset you control. Oh, that is so bad. I don't like it at all. Okay, I have to take this test on the chin. I have 3 willpower, 4 because of my Hawkeye, 1 more because I'm tossing in the Dream Diary. Baby! Success! Should have played the fucking Dream Diary. Crosshair, you are correct, Crosshair. Okay. The supernatural cold threatens to freeze your soul, but Ursula has seen enough of this temple to know that it is a trick. It's not a real thing, it's an illusion. She kicks and manages to pull her feet out of it, and she continues to move forward. Let's explore again. We have to get the F out of here, right? So again, we're looking for the blue triangle. Nope, that's a treachery. Put Entombed into play in your threat area. Entombed! Oh, she's gonna fall into a pit in the floor. You cannot disengage from enemies or move. Test Agility 4 to escape, or Combat 4 to break out. If you succeed, discard Entombed. If you fail, reduce the difficulty of this test by 1 until the end of the round. Okay. Now, normally, I would use my manual dexterity to get the hell out of here. However, if I discard Entombed, I am going to have this beast coming down upon me anyway. Luckily, there's no hunter enemies. When you draw an encounter card. This doesn't count as an encounter card, does it? I mean, it is an encounter card. Because I could drop a clue here. I don't want to do that. No, I want to clear them from the deck. Okay. Okay, well, Malison's gonna bite it. That's, like, definitely gonna happen. Malison's gonna have to eat it. Oh, buddy. Okay, last action. Draw a card. Yeah. Okay. Oh, key dokie. This is I've Got a Plan, which fights using book. And I can deal damage. So I actually might try to evade the beast, and then I might try to, like... I love the art on this, too. One of the Seekers, one of the, like, combat light but intellect heavy classes, so like a reporter or a librarian or whatever, they've wired the doorknob to shock someone coming in. It's brilliant. I love the art on this card. It's just a great image too. They're like, they've done it and then they're clearly lying on the floor waiting for the person to come in. It's fucking brill. Okay, well, I'm not happy about it. In the enemy phase, with a rattle and a hiss and the loudest sound she's ever heard, the Harbinger of Volusia enters the Grand Chamber. Is that where I am? Yep. And in a single fell swoop, Malison holds up his single shot Derringer, and it kind of like trembles in the air as he takes aim. Faster than lightning, the beast strikes out with its spear, with its tail, and then with its maw. Malison is torn limb from limb. Fucking dead. Okay, and then in the upkeep phase, it readies. Right, I can't disengage from anything. And I draw a card and I gain a resource. This is Eureka. Also feels pretty good here. Eureka! I'm dead. We go to the Mythos phase. I can't. This is going to be a short stream, folks. We go to 3 out of 13 Doom and we draw an encounter card. Oh my god. Put this music back on. I need something here. Gunner, I couldn't have said it better myself. This is a disaster. Encounter card is another Cursive Yig. Okay. So again, I have -1 combat, so I'm still at 0. In fact, I'm at -1 combat. I don't think your base stats can go below 0, but I'd have to check. I'd have to check that. Oh my god. Okay. I'd have to check. And then I have -2 health, so I only have 5 health. Fuck this Cursive Yig bullshit. Okay, and we move into the investigation phase. So, here's the deal. The Harbinger of Volusia is absolutely going to destroy me. I have an out. The out is if I can evade it and attack it successfully. Correct, Crosshair. So, yeah, you cannot disengage from enemies or move. So, normally when you evade an enemy, they exhaust, you disengage from them, and then you can move away or you can do things exactly. So, weirdly enough, the interaction here is a bit odd. Basically, I can evade the creature once, and then it stays with me, and I can fight it or engage it or whatever again. Yeah, so Crosshair is correct. The Harbinger has alert and retaliate, so if I fail either of these tests, it's gonna like mess me up real bad. However, I'd rather go down swinging. So Ursula is like in a pit. Oh, hi, Kung Fu Fenris. Welcome back. We've got extra Curse of Yig. We're in a pit, and the Harbinger just ate Malison. It says it can retaliate while exhausted. So it just means if you fuck up a fight or an evade, it'll, yeah, graspy loot. It's fine. Everything's fine. It will hit you. 2 damage, 2 horror, and I am out like a light. Well, Jesse McCready here. Saw that snake thing come in, and I thought to myself, well, it's a mite bigger than the ones I remember when I was riding out with Mr. Arthur Morgan. So anyway, I took my carbine and I started blasting. There are enemies across here that have specific text that say, like, when you initiate attack, it attacks you. Which obviously sucks. Okay, thank you very much. I miss Jesse McCready. Okay, action 1. We're gonna try to evade it. I know I won't be able to, like, get away, but at least I can try to, like, deal with it. If I attack or evade it successfully twice, it disappears, which is amazing news. And then we'll be free to, like, you know, not die, I guess. Action 1, we're going for a... No, I know, Crosshair, I know. It's good. I just roll through the game so fast, because I've played a lot. Okay, action 1, we're going to evade. Now, Ursula's in a pit, but basically what she's going to try to do is hold off on moving into the last possible second, and then when the beast slams its spear down into the pit, she's going to just sidestep out of the way and try to use the spear to pull herself out of the pit. I have 4 evade, 6 with manual dexterity against the 3 of the creature. I cannot look. Yes, I can. -1. I know, Crosshair, me neither. Okay, success. I put... So the Harbinger is evaded, but it's still engaged with me, which is, like, ridiculous, but whatever. Stupid bullshit. I put a resource on it because I evaded it successfully. I draw a card from manual dexterity. Oh, the Tooth of Etzli. That's that would have been nice too. Tooth of Etzli is a relic that gives you some defensive bonuses, which would have been real nice earlier. Second action. This is actually crazy, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got a plan. That's the worst plan I've ever heard of. Well, what are we waiting for? Watch this, Crosshair. Hashtag watch this. Okay. Ursula, now that she's managed to sidestep the beast, she's going to... there's sand pouring into a pit where she is. She's going to take the edge of this... Hold my Cosmo, dear. There's a beast that needs a weapon. She's gonna fuck me. Oh! She's going to try to stick her lighted torch basically onto the end of the spear, so that when the beast pulls it back up, it will topple onto the creature, setting it alight. That's her plan. It's not a good plan, but it's the only one she's got. I'm fighting. This attack uses book, so it uses intellect instead of combat. So I actually have 5 intellect. You deal +1 damage for each clue you have. So I'm going to be doing 2 damage if it is successful. I'm also going to throw in Eureka. Eureka! Nothing can go wrong with a Humphrey plan. Exactly, Graspy Loot. Nothing can go wrong when you're buried in a pit in the middle of a temple. I'm attacking. I have 4 intellect, 5 with the camera, 6 with Eureka, -1. I honestly do not believe that. That is wild. I cannot believe that this is happening. The Harbinger of Volusia has had 2 resources placed on it and 2 damage. As it pulls its spear back out of the sand, it fails to notice the lit torch balanced on it, and the beast reels back in pain as the torch jams into its eye, the oil on the end of it spilling further onto its skin. If there are 2 resources on it, it vanishes with a sinister hiss. Set it aside out of play. It keeps all damage tokens. Literally incredible. Well, we have to deal with Entombed. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play down my shitty little Tooth of Etzli because it gives me +1 willpower and +1 agility while resolving an ability on a treachery card. As the beast, Ursula, lucky. I know. Well, Crosshair, my luck's gonna run out eventually. This is wild. Ursula stares up at where the creature was and notices the glint of something metallic, copper maybe. She reaches up. There's no one able yet to help pull her out of this pit, but on the edge of the pit, she manages to use her other kind of like a walking stick to knock it in towards her. It's a beautifully carved, intricate relic in the shape of a snake, you guessed it. The Tooth of Etzli, a mortal reminder. She affixes it around her wrist for safekeeping. Wow. Actually wild. Does anything happen here? This doesn't do anything. These guys don't do anything yet. And in Upkeep, we draw a card and gain a resource. This is Call of the Unknown. That's a task weakness. Put Call of the Unknown into play in your threat area. At the beginning of your turn, choose a location other than yours. When your turn ends, if you do not successfully investigate it, take 2 horror. Ursula's the same impulse that just has her grit her teeth and like stride off into the middle of danger is the same one that calls to her from the places she doesn't know. The call of the unknown. She doesn't want to admit this, but the reason she became an archaeologist in the first place, the reason she loves and adores exploring new places, is because she can't stand the mundane. She can't stand being in the same place all the time. She must always be finding the new place, and she recognizes in this moment, interpreting the dreams, the pictographs, the Harbinger of Volusia, all of the horrible things that are happening to her in this moment, she realizes the unknown has always been calling her, and perhaps it has been this temple all along. This is disastrous. Mythos Phase, we put another Doom on the agenda. That's 4. Into the unknown. My mind is... Whee! A tear in time. Test willpower 3. For each point you fail, you must either lose an action or take a horror. We've been conceptualizing time as if it were a straight line, moving forward from one point to the next. The truth is quite different. Now, thankfully, this tear in time, I have +1 willpower from the camera and from the Tooth of Etzli. So I actually have 5 willpower here to go in on this. A tear in time. As Ursula continues to look around for ways of like maybe climbing out of this pit, another rift is opening up in the earth behind her. She expects to see another face, but instead it is a skeletal arm reaching out towards her. Perhaps an ocean begins to pour out onto the floor. Let's test, shall we? I have 5 willpower. -2? That's a success. So we're good. And after you succeeded a skill test while resolving an ability on a treachery card, exhaust the Tooth of Etzli to draw a card. Give me a card! Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, my turn begins. The call of the unknown is calling me towards the ancient hall. Ooh. So I have to go in and successfully investigate there. Ugh, okay. Ugh, this is horrible. Okay, I have 5 agility because of the tooth to try to get out of this fucking tomb. John! Hi, John. Now, I don't think I am a scrub, John. I managed to draw the biggest bad available right away. I also managed to draw like a billion encounter cards all at once, like the bad stuff. I have survived by the skin of my teeth. Crosshair, great question. Yes, you can. You gain no benefit from doing so unless you have a card that says investigate instead of gaining clues, blah, 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 you know, get money or whatever. Definitely not to be confused with that, Zen. The Call of the Unknown. I have to satisfy this or I'm going to go insane. So, we're going to have to deal with Entombed, and then we're going to move and investigate. So, first action, Ursula is going to use her considerable agility to try to brace herself against one of the sides of the wall and just climb up. Graspy Loot, great question. Yes. There's usually like 6, 7, 8 locations in play, plus, you know, everyone has their own sort of space around them with like all sorts of shit in front of them. Yeah, it can be pretty crazy. Okay, I have 5 agility versus the 4 here. Oh, success! I can't believe it. Okay, discard Entombed. Get out of here, you bastards. Oh, I can't believe it. Second action. We're going to move back to the Ancient Hall, and I get a free investigate. I have 5 intellect with the Hawkeye. Yeah, we're just going to do that. And then maybe I'll try to get rid of a curse. No, I don't care about that. We're going to try to explore. Wildly impractical, but I love it. Me too, Graspy Loot. Me too. Okay. This has been wild. Okay. Ursula is being called back to that hallway that she found herself into. Perhaps she's trying to rationalize it, you know, as there must be another hidden passage there, that this chamber of time that I've kind of found on these hieroglyphs, it must be down that hallway. It can't possibly be in the grand chamber. That's how she's trying to sort of figure that out for herself. We're going to investigate 5 to 3. -1. Great. So there's no clues, so I don't succeed. I don't gain anything, but Call of the Unknown doesn't kill me. And we're going to explore last action? No. We're going to draw a card. Mayhaps a wormhole. It's very possible. Let's draw a card. Fieldwork again. Yay. Okay. Enemy phase. That enemy does not hunt. So, Upkeep Phase. I get my tooth back. I draw a card, and I gain a resource. That's Inquiring Mind. Okay. Mythos Phase. What fresh horrors are these in the ancient hall? Draw an encounter card. Oh, I'll move these Curses of Yig over, I guess. Oh! Oh, it's a horrible beast. Cool. Do I... I was going to say, do I use... Whoops. I was going to say, do I use William Mallison to drop a clue and deal with this? But, hey, guess what, guys? You can't! He's dead. He got eaten. When Fang of Yig is engaged with a poisoned investigator. I'm not poisoned. Yay! Oh, thanks, Zen. Look at that cute little envelope card. It's so cute. Okay, so we have a monster here. I think I'm just gonna die. Oh. Okay. More cards. Yeah, I can't do anything about that except evade it. So when my turn begins, I have to choose a location other than mine. I'm going to choose the Grand Chamber. No, Crosshair. It does damage and horror, my friend. Bottom, well, around the center there, it says enemy on either side. One of each. Motherfucker. Okay, we have to evade. I really want to play field work. And then I'll need to move back to the other room. This is so shitty, though. Like, oh, there's just nothing I can do. I can't get rid of Call of the Unknown without taking horror. Do I have another Mallison in my deck? Okay, so I can get someone who looks an awful lot like Malison back out, and then he can eat Call of the Unknown for me once. I can't do that yet, so I'm just gonna have to keep bouncing back and forth. Okay. My turn begins. I have to choose a location other than mine. I'm not going to choose the entryway. Maybe I should. Evade. Move in. Investigate. Evade. Evade. Move out. So stupid. This game is so stupid. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll choose. Yes, you're right, Crosshair. Actually, I might find another location from there, which would be nice. So I will choose the Grand Hall, the Grand Chamber. We're heading back to the Grand Chamber, but first we have to deal with this Fang of Yig, this half-human, half-snake hybrid, has appeared from a corner of the room that nobody could see. Ursula's blood begins to boil as she realizes that the curse of Yig is upon her. So I have 4 agility. I do not get +1 agility because this is not a treachery card. So I have to just go 4 to 3. Skull -1. Success. Evaded. Fang of Yig as Ursula dashes out of there. Whee! So we're going to move and investigate. I'm just going to do this all at once. Oh, what's that? Okay. I'll look at that in a second. Ursula sees the creatures coming out and bounces back into the Grand Chamber. Perhaps that is not the way. Perhaps the temple is telling her not to go that way instead. She rushes back into the Grand Chamber where she is attempting to investigate in here for additional hidden passageways, different ways of getting out. I pulled a Elder Thing token, a little dangly Elder Thing token. Reveal another. If you fail, place a doom on your location. -X. The number of locations with doom on them. There's only 1, so we're good. Success. From here, we have to explore. We must explore. There is no other way to do this. I have to just keep moving. Keep moving, Ursula. We're looking for the blue triangle. She's looking desperately for any hidden passageways that might be able to... Oh, blue triangle! What up? Oh my god, I don't believe it. Whee! Okay, well this is called Burial Pit. So I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, I used my free investigate already. Balls. After you put it into play, you must either draw 2 cards from the top of the encounter deck or place 2 doom on it or any combination thereof. Urns and broken bones fill this pit of ash and sand. The stench of rot has long since dissipated, leaving behind only stale-smelling air, saturated with choking dust. Yeah, I mean, Crosshair, I think that would put me at 7, 8 of 13. Like, we're already running out of time. There's no way I'm going to be able to, like, find my way. I mean, I might be able to, I guess. Because I could draw 1 and then place 1 doom. But if I have to eat a horror, I'm fucked, right? Yeah, no, I'm not fucked. I have the Hawkeye for +1 sanity. So I'm gonna draw 1 encounter card, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do about the other one. Any combination thereof, yeah. So I'm gonna choose to draw an encounter card first. What's in the room filled with bones? It's a brood of Yig. That's an enemy. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Yeah, place a doom for the other one. That's the end of the investigation phase. As I move into the enemy phase... Oh, no, I'm not dead. A serpentine creature with scaled arms bearing primitive armor and weaponry. Out of the pile of bones, an ancient armored creature. Its arm punches out from under the ground, wielding a curved dagger. It slashes at Ursula. It's a glancing wound, but it is devastating her psyche. It's a hunter. That's really bad. So I want to try to kill it, I guess, if I can. But I have +1 sanity, so I'm still alive somehow. And I successfully explored, so Call of the Unknown doesn't go off. Oh my god. Okay. Upkeep phase. I draw another Inquiring Mind. Yeah. And I go Mythos phase. So there's now 3 doom, 7 doom total. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, and I draw an encounter card. This Brood of Yig, man, this is horrible. Obscuring fog attached to your location. The beast's dagger is accompanied by a puff of smoke, and then fog begins to fill the room, settling down from the top of the chamber. It's heavy and it pushes Ursula down into the bones. Attached location gets +2 shroud. After you successfully investigate it, discard the fog. So. Okay. That's that. My turn begins. I have to choose a location that isn't here for Call of the Unknown, so I'm going to choose the Grand Chamber again. I guess we're going to attempt to get out of here. I'm going to evade this creature. I'm going to try to snag this clue. And then we're going to boogie. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I honestly, I think I'm gonna die though. Just horrible. I have 4 evade, so let's try to evade this creature as she tries to get out. 0. The elder thing was reveal another, so evaded. It's just there. Second action. Evade. Get the token, move and free. Yeah, exactly, crosshair. Okay, so it has 5 shroud here. Yikes. I have 5 intellect, +3 from Inquiring Mind. That's 8 to 5. Yep. Second action, investigate. Elder Sign! Oh, that's really good. That's really good for me, I think, actually. Yeah, so, okay, so big success. We discard the fog. Ursula manages to find the exit without too much trouble. We get the clue. The Elder Sign says, after this test ends, you may move to a connecting location, which I am definitely going to do. I get a free investigate out of this. This is all still the same action. I have 5 intellect against the 2 of this location. Ooh, big fail, though. Big fail. Okay. Okay, so that sucks. So now that I'm here, I'm going to unearth the ancients, and I'm going to investigate again. 5 to 2. Skull is -1, so I'm putting this guy into play. Ursula manages to find the exit through the choking fog. Her Inquiring Mind is searching for answers. She knows she could just run back to the exit and, just GTFO, but the lengths to which this temple is going to protect itself is absolutely insane. Moving back into the Grand Chamber, she finds, she's able to recapture some of her memories of, field work, basically, like what she's able to do. Oh my god, okay. Enemy phase, there are no ready hunters, so in Upkeep, this guy stands up. Serpent from Yoth is there. This Fang of Yig is also readied. Oh, he probably should have been readied already. It's fine. We draw a card and gain a resource. This is absolutely incredible. In the Mythos phase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 doom on total 8 out of 13, and we draw an encounter card. Creeping Poison. I'm not poisoned. I'm not poisoned. What do you mean creeping poison? Ursula watches as one of her colleagues just collapses on the floor. Brood. Here in the chamber, another creature slithers out of the darkness. Oh my god. The Yig is up. Okay. Oof. Big oof. Okay. All right. Investigation phase. Call of the Unknown. I'm going to decide what to do in a second. This is a crossroads for Ursula. There are now enemies everywhere in the temple. She managed to defeat the Harbinger, which is amazing. But the likelihood that she's going to be able to... I mean, basically, Crosshair. We have two options. Ursula's at a crossroads right now. She's almost insane from the enemies. We could basically get to the exit and escape. Right. It's not too far, so we could do that. We could also try to, evade this enemy, move into the burial pit, try to evade that enemy, and then explore, but we don't have any actions left. So in fact, actually, we are just going to go. Pook, I also vote for greed. Like, I want to vote for greed. This is what I don't think I do, Crosshair. The action says take an investigate action. And then otherwise investigate is an action. Yeah, but then I can't explore. Well, whatever. At that point, I would just basically be sitting at the burial pit, hoping to not die. And then I would take horror from Call of the Unknown eventually. Oh, well, in that case, just get the hell out of there. Run for your lives! I'm hoping if I leave, then I can at least, spend the experience points I've earned, which is 2. Hopefully I can use that to, do something of value. It's just incredible. Otherwise, I'm basically evading everything all the time. I have cards in my deck that let me blow up, these creatures, but, I don't have one yet, so it might... I think I've only... Have I seen one? I've got a plan. Ursula can have one more plan, which will kill one of these Broods of Yig, which would be amazing. But I can't guarantee I'll draw it right away. So here's my problem, from what I can see. Ursula's Call of the Unknown, you have to choose a location that isn't your location in order to, you have to then successfully investigate that location. Exactly. And then I'll take 2 horror, and then I'll die. If I get another Malison, I can survive that, but, I have to go. This is... You know what? Also, we had the shittiest opening ever. So, if you know what I mean. So, I'm going to choose Call of the Unknown. I'm going to choose the entryway. And next time, I'm going to use torches. Or, I guess, actually, I'm probably just going to fucking leave this goddamn scenario behind. Stay tuned, though, folks. I seem to recall there being a big choice at the end of this scenario. So, hopefully that'll be okay. First action, we have to evade the creature that is here. Otherwise, it's going to murder me. So, Ursula needs to get away one last time. 4 to 2? Nope. Give me another. 4 to 2? Yes. Evaded. Oh, no! Oh, but I can't. Ugh. Shoot. I wanted to move in and resign. Oh, big oof. Shit. Oh, I wanted to move in and resign, and I couldn't take... Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Oh, man. I am waiting, Crosshair. Rogues have a card that's called I'm Outta Here, which is a card. All it does, it's an event, and it says if there's a location in the game right now that says resign, do that from wherever you are. It's kind of amazing. It's a very funny card for that reason. I had to spend 2 actions evading this mofo. Third action will be to move somewhere, or else exactly. So I could move in here and investigate, then this serpent from Yoth will beat the shit out of me. If I don't move, the Brood of Yig will come in and beat the shit out of me. If I move to Ancient Hall, this Fang of Yig will beat the shit out of me. So it's a question of what I love most. So I'm going to move to the entryway, and I'm going to investigate for funsies. This is 5 to 2, and I'll just throw in one of these to be 6. Big fail. Okay. So in the enemy phase, sorry, at the end of my turn, actually, I have to take 2 horror from Call of the Unknown. And then I also take a huge hit from the Serpent of Yoth. So, big, big, big hit. Take a mental trauma. That is the end of Ursula Downs. As she tries to escape, her mind finally begins to crack as she... Well, so Crosshair, unfortunately, I mean, sometimes you can engineer a situation where you can choose what kind of damage will do you in, but here I've just taken so much horror. It's going to be a mental... I go insane, yeah. But not permanently, hopefully. Well, I mean, let's go look at it, I guess. Trying to make her way out, the Serpent from Yoth once again pops up directly in front of her, opens its mouth, and speaks to her in what sounds like perfect English. And it just says, "Etzli is not for you, human." And she collapses on the floor. No, I think Ursula is insane in the membrane. Okay, let's look at the resolutions before we do anything else. Before resolving any other resolution, if at least one investigator was defeated, read investigator defeat. The temple shakes with the ferocity of an earthquake, causing you to collapse to the ground. Serpent creatures emerge from the shadows around you, right, surrounding you completely. The thought, "This is how it ends," flashes through your mind. For a moment, you contemplate the absurdity of your death. Fuck you, game. You can only hope that nobody else will be foolish enough to try to explore these forsaken ruins. Oh no, okay, check the campaign log. Woof, sorry, I read ahead and I shouldn't have. If there are 4 or more tally marks under Yig's Fury, you just get fucking eaten. It's horrible. If there are 3 or fewer tally marks under Yig's Fury, suddenly a distant voice hisses to the others, and the serpents tentatively retreat into the darkness. You run for your life, not taking any chances. Record 3 tally marks under Yig's Fury. That's really bad for the purposes of basically everything. If another resolution was reached, go to that one. If no resolution was reached, go to 3. Okay. So, 3 tally marks. I have to take a mental trauma because I was defeated by sanity. I'm going to go to resolution 3. Again, stick around, folks. I don't actually know what's happening here, but I think something is happening. Resolution 3 is on the right side of the page. The following is scrawled below the previous journal entry. This was a mistake. This was all a terrible mistake. We escaped the temple with our lives, but not a moment too soon. The ruins were alive. It was as though the walls knew of our intrusion, hated us for our presence, wanted us out, wanted us dead. Quick thing for you here, Kung Fu Fenris, just to give you a sense of the old mapperoo. I ended up at the Grand Chamber with an enemy below me, an enemy to the next to me, an enemy at the end. Not enough actions to be able to get out. So I got insanitied by them. Okay, here we go, folks. We have gathered outside the temple where Jose is waiting for us. Alejandro, unwilling to return home empty-handed, wants us to go back inside. We must choose what to do next. The investigators must decide. Choose one. We can't stop now. We have to go back inside. Or, it's too dangerous. This place must be destroyed. Proceed to resolution 5. So, I'm making this a poll. Once again, this does not mean that you guys... do I stay or do I go? We're starting this poll. Sorry, I didn't actually finish. This is exclamation mark vote space 0 or 1 for what we think we should do here. Now, just to be clear, about how this is going to work, I do retain voting rights, like veto rights, rather. If you stay there, will be trouble. If you go, it will be double. I say take off and nuke it from orbit. So Gunner, I think that would be vote 1. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm not going to read what the resolutions are. However, here's my thought based on having played this campaign before and what I seem to recall. If we go back in, we play the scenario again. That won't be right now. It's way too late. It's been an hour and 50 minutes and I haven't done anything. But I'll hopefully be able to, like, you know, learn from my mistakes, not draw like a shit, and then go from there. If we leave, possibly we blow up the temple, or we leave it behind, I don't remember. Either way, I guarantee we will get some more Yig's Fury tally there. Now, is that a problem? I don't know. I agree, Crosshair. It was a great learning experience and moment. This has been absolutely crazy. Okay, I'm going to say that again in a moment here. Let's see. I'll give everybody like 2 seconds. Like 5 seconds to get your votes in. Exclamation mark vote space 0 or 1. Fuck me. Okay. Just out of curiosity. I'm just going to search. So there were still 2 treacheries left in the exploration deck, but I drew, I think, 13 cards plus 4 enemies. Just filthy. A filthy number of cards were drawn in that scenario. Wow. I should have mulliganed for... No, I did. I mulliganed for everything. But I interpreted the dreams. Oh, does that not stay? Oh, no. Okay. I'm letting the chat know. Back to the temple won with 4 votes. Now, I'm gonna read it. Oh God. Well, so Roger Twy, I think what's interesting is that you're right. The Dream Diary it went back into my deck, but I had already written in my campaign log that I interpreted the dreams. Is the resolution of this scenario gonna say ignore everything and do it again? Because that would be annoying. Let's read resolution 4. We can't stop now. We have to go back inside. Are you sure, Ursula? You look really bad. No, don't worry about me. We've made our decision. Alejandro is right. We've come too far to back down now. Our plan is to regroup and head back into the temple once more. Even from here, we can tell that the layout of the temple has warped and changed. The ruins seem to have reset to their dormant state. With any luck, we'll make it out this time. Ah. The investigators must replay Scenario 2, The Doom of Etzli. Reset the game to the scenario setup. Do not record anything in your campaign log except for any trauma. No experience points are earned. Okay. Jean's correct. However, okay, so I'm going to take a mental trauma. That's bad. That's really bad, actually. I don't earn experience. So I can't even buy, like, a card that would help me heal. I'm wondering if I should have put that in from the beginning. Do not record anything in your campaign log. I already did, though, so it's not wiping it. So at least I've... Well, fuck. Who cares about if I've interpreted the dreams, though, right? No experience is earned. What would I have... Mark 3 tally marks. That stays, right? Yeah, that must stay. Yeah, so any player whose investigator was killed or driven insane, so that's not like taking a trauma. That's like if you're fucking dead forever, choose a new investigator to play as normal. Place a doom on the entryway. Oh my god. Well, okay, so here's so great great question. I will actually get that to you folks because I think it's a really important Detail, insane. Defeat is actually what I'm looking for. Defeat? Where is it? Sanity and horror. We're just looking at the rules reference to get it. Run it back, coach! Sanity and horror. Mental and emotional fortitude. When a card takes horror, blah, blah, blah. When it has... Okay. When an investigator has horror on her equal to or greater than her sanity, you are defeated. When you are defeated, you are eliminated from the scenario. In campaign play, an investigator that is defeated by taking horror equal to sanity suffers a mental trauma. Driven insane is a separate term. I'm just sipping back to it here. Campaign play. I'm looking down the page here. Trauma. If an investigator is defeated by taking horror equal to the sanity, suffers mental trauma. For each mental trauma, it begins with a horror. If an investigator has mental trauma equal to their printed sanity, they are insane. So, I am not driven insane. I took a mental trauma. Thank you very much. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so... Hang on, I'm just going to make a note, because I think I'm going to actually physically reset the scenario after this. So it's... one... Oh, this... Hang on, I'm going to save this as... Whoops. This is very exciting, I know. I'm doing it on the stream. It's a very exciting thing. I'm going to make notes in my notebook. Oh, hi, Max. Do you want to come see the stream? This is called Forgotten Age. And we're going to say one cultist. Hey, wait. 3 mental trauma. That's disgusting. God damn it, Jen. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm just joking around. Has interpreted the dreams and supplies, chalk, torches, compass, cleared the ruins and earned Iktaka's trust. Whoa, Max, good jump, buddy. Yikes. But Alejandro decided to stay at camp. And we're going to also make a note here, 1 doom on the entryway. Now, I have a feeling if I don't draw so poorly next time, this might actually go okay. I can't believe that. 3 tally marks under Yig's Fury as well. I'm actually just going to write that down before I forget as well. Yig's Fury, 3. Absolute madness. Hey, and speaking of absolute madness, thank you all so very much for joining me on today's episode of Doomed. I've been Scott Humphrey. This scenario is called the Doom of Etzli. Crosshairs, yeah. So I will point out, I think Ursula is really strong. I will also point out, I clearly did not anticipate taking so much mental trauma. I have no ability to deal with it, other than getting Mr. William T. Mallison gobbled up. There are cards that help, but I don't have them. Problem is, I'm gonna have to fight that fucking Harbinger of Volusia again, and maybe be entombed or whatever again. Woof. Yeah. I will say though, folks, I had a lot of fun on Doom tonight. This was a great time. Maybe I'll put it out on the Discord. I might not. Maybe I won't take the resolution where we like have to replay. Take the trauma, take the experience, maybe just blow up the temple and move on, or whatever we do. I don't actually know. But I think it's fine. Maybe, yeah, fuck it. We'll play it again. Probably lose. Probably go insane this time. Doom. Yeah. It's been a blast, folks. Reminder that Punchy Book Club is tomorrow at 1300 Eastern, and then at 1800 is another new episode of Exaltwitch Academy. And then you can catch Paul Prospero on this channel next week, Tuesday, 1800. And otherwise, there's all manner of streams throughout the week. Thank you, folks, very much. I don't know if I feel great about how it went, but it wasn't skill, it was luck. I had a lot of fun. Thank you very much, folks. Pook, me too. So Pook, when I move to the woods, in a few months, I have a feeling I'm gonna have more free time because I feel like I'm gonna be working from home more. So maybe I'll stream more, but never to overlap with yours. And I can't kind of promise anything, right? I can't holler so people can holler at me. Oh, Sergey. Yes, how was the moot, Kung Fu Fenris? Yeah, sure did, DJ. But not in a bad way. Oh, am I getting is this an invitation from partnered streamer Bukujutsu? I mean, what? What if I was to show up in character as a puka? What then? Hey, thanks, folks. I had a blast tonight. Oh, yeah! I would love to be on Pook's penis. No, this is going on YouTube. Bye!